Hey everybody, welcome to GameTaffy. I'm your host, Ben Davis. It's Friday, we made it through the week. I'm excited. I'm super excited for tomorrow because it's the VGX Live. I loved the VGAs, well, with exception to the stupid little sketches that they did and the skits. It was like, that part was kind of lame, but I think that this show is going to be fantastic. It doesn't have the same TV elements that it has to account for as it did in the past. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be a really great show. I hope you guys are excited too. But to commemorate it, I just thought it would be fun to predict the 10 wild surprise announcements that I think will be made. They probably won't. I don't have any insider information. I'm mostly just making this up as I go, but it would be fun to start a discussion about what you think is going to be announced. And I'm going to start off with number 10, Assassin's Creed 5 or Assassin's Creed 4, the one with another subtitle. It's pretty obvious that Ubisoft wants to put out a game every single year, and I'm surprised that they haven't already announced the next Assassin's Creed game. But then again, the game just barely launched, so they might want to give it some time before they show us the next in the franchise. But they will. They're going to show it off tomorrow. I'm sure of that. Next, Ubisoft is going to show us Far Cry 4 after the sensation of Far Cry 3. It only makes sense that they're going to continue this franchise. Far Cry 4 hopefully will continue innovating and making the game really great, but I think that we're going to see that one. Just Cause 3 will be announced. We know that Avalanche, I think it's Avalanche, is working on Mad Max. But we also know that they went to Costa Rica recently to do some research, and that has to be for Just Cause 3, so there's going to be a teaser. Gearbox is going to announce Borderlands 3, and this one you travel from planet to open other vaults, and we get to see different powers and different elements awaken in the galaxy. There's going to be a huge surprise from Rockstar when they announce Red Dead Retribution. It will be another Western game that's going to improve on the elements that were set forth in Red Dead Redemption, plus add a bunch of new features. The trains, that's where the real innovation will be. Oh, and some steam engines, there will be some of that too. After that, Rockstar is going to surprise everyone with Bully 2. Just be ready for that one. I know Bethesda said that they have a PR engagement for tomorrow in LA, and they're not going to be showing off Fallout 4 or have anything to do with VGX, but guess what? That was a lie. They just wanted to... They didn't want to get your hopes up and ruin the surprise. Fallout 4, though, is going to be revealed. Sorry, I'm ruining the surprise for them. Portal 3 will be announced. Darksiders 3 will be announced much to the surprise of everyone because somehow Nordic Game was able to get the money to put this together, but they will surprise us all with Darksiders 3. And then finally, Valve will return to the stage. Gabe Newell will just walk out on stage. He won't need much. He'll just say, Half-Life 3, and walk off. Just drop the mic, and then he's gone. And we're all going to freak out, especially my buddy Alex Larrabee. He's going to go nuts for that, but that's going to be the big one. What surprise announcements do you think are going to happen? Let me know. You can either do it in a list of 10, you can just say what game you think is coming out, but let me know before the VGX, and we'll see who's closest to being right. Yesterday, we talked a lot about Riot Games and how they changed their rules when it came to streaming. And most of you left comments essentially playing devil's advocate, disagreeing with me, and showing me why Riot Games had every right to say, you know, this is what our champions are going to do. And fortunately, most of you didn't like that rule change, but it was nice to see an alternate perspective. And then very recently, Aaron DM pointed out on Twitter that Riot Games has once again change their policy. This time they're going for a very fair compromise. They're going to allow their champions to stream other games, but those champions cannot monetize those streams. I think that's a very fair compromise. It allows these champions to show off their ability, but it also protects the League of Legends brand. So I'm 100% okay with this. I'm behind this. Chris England asks, when will Battlefield 4 patch the lag in its online host matchmaking and back-to-back gameplay? Also, when will Xbox One patch party chat accessibility? I had this really funny joke about Battlefield 4 and Xbox One, and I pitched it to my wife, but she didn't think it was very funny. So instead, I'm going to say something kind of serious on that. No one puts out a game thinking this game sucks and we're really going to get those guys and screw them. No, DICE really wants to have your money, and they want to have Call of Duty's money. And the only way to do that is with a high-quality game. Fortunately, EA as a publisher has kind of supported them in their goals to give you the Battlefield 4 experience that you want. And EA has delayed and put all other DICE projects on hold. So that means Battlefront, the Star Wars game, and I believe they're working on Mirror's Edge 2. Those are on hold until Battlefield 4 is patched. So that's good news for you. I'm predicting within a month there's going to be some serious patches that will fix a lot of the problems. As far as the Xbox One party chat goes, both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are riddled with bugs and problems. That's just the way that it goes with a new console. You kind of just have to be patient and bear with the process. Within, I would say, 3 months, the Xbox One is going to be your system of choice. You're not going to turn on anything else because it's going to be so great. It just takes a little bit of time for them to iron out all the wrinkles. Just be a little patient and you'll have some really cool stuff to look forward to. The Cartridge Fan asks, what is your favorite system of all time? I'm kind of partial, and I think we all are partial to the system where we truly became gamers. For me, that was the Super Nintendo. As a kid, every Friday night, my family and I would go to Blockbuster and we'd rent another Super Nintendo game. If I got a game for Christmas or my birthday, I was so excited and I'd play it like there was no tomorrow. I remember I loved Uniracers and Clay Fighters because they were mine. They were the games that I owned. I remember them as a treat, as a very special treat. And then in junior high and in high school, I kind of stopped playing games for a while. Not because they weren't fun or anything. I enjoyed a lot of games. I just had other things going on and I didn't play a lot of video games at that time. But then during college and in between college, because I dropped out for a few years, I got really into the PlayStation 2. So that's my number 2 choice. If you've got a question, leave it in the comments below and I will answer it on Monday. I hope you guys enjoy the VGX Live. Let me know what your predictions are for those crazy, wild, surprise games that are going to be announced. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching GameTaffy. I'm Ben Davis.